What is going on with the world? What is going on with the world? How's everybody doing? I know people are just doing right. There's some people who are doing okay. There's some people who are clearly not doing okay. There's some people who are actually doing quite well, despite all this. This is interesting. There's some people who are literally flipping out. And let's talk about Black Hollywood and the music industry for a minute. Oh, is she going to go there just a little bit? Because I'm not going to spend this great time doing some nature walk, talking about some bullshit. But let me say this. The music industry has always sucked. The music industry has always been about shit. I've always been, I won't say I've always been opposed to the music industry, but I realized a long time ago when I was in radio that it's not about the music, it's not about the talent, it's about control, power, and some insecurity shit. If they can't control, I don't care how talented you are. Well, the fact of the matter is sometimes depending on how talented you are, they hold you back because they don't want no one to be more talented than them. They want dime a dozen people because dime a dozen people are dime a dozen people. You get somebody in there hot today and then, they fall off, do something stupid. You can turn right around and go into the street and get somebody else. So, you can't really cultivate real talent like that. And that's not to say that there's not some good talent that come from the streets. I'm just saying that they don't always pick them and push them, the music industry. There's some songs I have often wondered how they even became number one because they were bullshit. But the money was behind it and the money was there to propagate that shit. And while you're propagating that shit, you be having women looking crazy. You be having men looking crazy too. Thoughts and thugs, thotties and thugs. That's all black people are about to the music industry, and you make them money like slaves on a plantation. If you're okay with that, then you know what? I'm jazzed. But don't fucking come to me asking about support or pushing your record or doing this or do I want to join your team or anything like that. I have experience and I know what that bullshit does. See, I don't need any of it. You guys need that shit to pay your bills. My bills are fine. My bills are paid. I don't be missing no bills. I don't be missing no meals. And I don't be bullshitting about it either. Those who know. Those who don't know, I'm legit as a motherfucker. Do you see me missing anything? I've had hard times. Don't think that I was raised with a silver spoon in my mouth. I wasn't. I was raised a military brat. I had a good life. But I had a fall. Putting all my pearls and all my beliefs in other people who were never there for me. You know that team that always talks about team, but they're not on your team. You're on their team, but they're not on your team. They're never on your team. They want you to push up their team and support their team. But when it comes to you, I got love for you, but you ain't got no money. But you ain't got no support. But you ain't got no accountability. You don't have no consistency. What's the point? What part of the love game is that? You love me like the industry does. It's fucked up. So I don't have time for that. And let's talk about Black Hollywood for a minute. I am highly disappointed. I will be the first to admit we got one of the craziest election situations going on right now. I'm not telling you how to vote, who to vote for, or whatever. Do whatever you want to do, or don't do whatever you want to do. I'm just telling you your actions count. So what you don't do or what you do is going to come back and it's going to come back to you. Believe that. What you don't do, what you do is going to come back to you. So if you don't do anything, then don't expect nothing. When the shit hits the fan and you will be crazy, then you want to protest and then you want to have people take you serious. But remember, you didn't do shit. You didn't do anything to lift yourself up. You didn't take the first initial action to make a positive step in your life being better. You just went with the okie doke. Said everything is fake, COVID is fake, it's all fake. You're just going to sit and watch the world burn because, it's just going to be fine anyway. And the funny thing about these people, they always say shit like that, but when the shit really hits the fan, ooh, they get fucked up and so surprised when they understand that there's a process to the process. And even if this shit crumbles like that, you motherfuckers ain't ready. I can tell you're not ready. You're not stocked up. You don't get it. You're doing the same shit you've always done. Talking about the same shit you've always talked about. I don't give a damn what you think about Jewish people right now. And let me say this because we all know the Jews be fucking up. We all know that. But guess what? Black people be fucking up too. Black men, I am so sick and tired of you. You know, you holler about what the Jews are doing, what the Jews are doing, what the Jews are doing. But you too are behind the misogyny of women. You too are behind this shit. You too have been some of the most gangster, trifling motherfuckers that were real hard, smart sisters who were trying to come up in the industry. If you couldn't fuck us, you were trying to fuck us. One way or the other, you were going to fuck us. Don't act like you haven't done it. Everybody knows. People know. Some people tell names, some people don't. I know one sis right now, she's telling, I support her. You go, girl. You go, girl. Like a big cat. She's biting into that ass. I love her. I love her. She's got that song called Self-Love. Self-Love, determination, self-love. You need to you need to listen to that song Self-Love by Jaguar Wright, because that's where a lot of you are in right now. You have done this game and done this rigmarole, and now you looking at shit and you ain't got shit. And you wonder what's happening. You can blame it on this person, that person, this group, but at the end of the day, where do you take responsibility? Where and when do you take accountability? I have people right now that are so mad at me for not supporting them when I've supported them almost in my entire career, and they did not do shit really for me. Actually, in their mind, I think they did. They were like living a whole different life in their heads. Where have we heard this before? They got a whole different vision, you know, in their head of what it really is. They must have thought that they were supporting me and we got you, but they never did. So I stopped supporting them and started supporting myself, because, you know, 2020, the one thing about 2020 made you get focused on what's really priority and what's not. And, you know, you want to talk about fake shit? Well, this is not fake shit, for the simple fact that it was my life and I lived it. I lived it. I don't know what that was that I had when I went to Womack in January, February. I don't know what that was. All I know is I almost died. I know they gave me some type of experimental drug. I know I had a 50-50 chance of living. That's a fact. I know that, you know, they literally shut the hospital down to except to act the military only about a week after I was released. I don't know if I'm patient zero, ground zero, or if I just happened to be at the right place at the right time, or the wrong place at the right time, or the wrong place at the wrong time. Well, it must have been the right time, because, you know what, I'm still okay, and there are a lot of people who aren't okay. But those of you who say, oh, this shit is fake, and this is that, and blah, 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 blah. Listen, you all saw me going to the beach and going here and going there. I didn't look, feel, or sense being sick like that. But that, whatever that happened real quick. I remember my last trip to out to Carolina, out to Cure Beach. You know, out to the boardwalk. What was it? You know where I'm going, about Fort Fisher. And I had, like, you know, we were thinking it was like, what you call it when you have what's that thing when you what did we think? What is it when you're dizzy all the time and you're running and stuff and your butt? Vertigo. We thought it was vertigo. It wasn't vertigo. Or maybe it was, but it was a combination of a whole bunch of things. It's like my body, like, just went, don't know what this is, but we gonna shut down everything. And literally, you know, what are you going to do when you have, you know, the doctor say, well, listen, you know, this medicine could kill you, but, you know, but if we don't do something, you're going to die. You be a soldier, and you do what you have to do. All that's to say is to coming back to this. Those of you who keep talking about what's fake and what's not, it just hasn't happened to you. And it will. Because one thing that's going on right now is that whatever hasn't happened to you, you're going to experience, just to show you what's real. And what is that? Oh, is that a... Oh, I'm just being nosy. Oh, okay. That's just a... Hey, guys. You know, this is, you know, I'm just showing you, you know, my story, so you'll know that you can see, like, some credibility or a face on... put a face on something that someone that has already had something extraordinary and crazy happen to. So I'm not nowhere near trying to get back to no hospital as best I can. Hey, how you doing?
How are you?
I see you teaching them how to fish in case y'all here.
They're catching all kinds of fish.
Uh-oh.
They just got to learn safety.
I see you be teaching them too. I heard a couple of times you tell them, no, do this, you're good.
Yeah, they got to learn safety.
I hear you. Go ahead. Dad or granddad?
Grandpa.
Of course. So, you know what? Fishing is taking your children fishing. I miss that. I miss that, how my dad and my mom took us fishing. There's something about taking your family fishing that's just so cool and relaxing and family oriented. You all don't know anything about that, really, do you? You just know, like, just videos and like I said, thoughts and thugs, and that's all you are. That's all you want, and you think that's all it's going to be. And I'm telling you, if you're trying to take that energy into 2020 and 2021, that shit's going to bite you in the ass. But nobody can tell you anything. So, you just figure it out. But when it starts to happen, don't holler at me. Well, what are we going to do? Well, what am I going to... I don't know. How many years did I try to tell you? Shit's coming. Stuff's happening. You better get yourselves together. Nobody listens to me till it's too late. And then all of a sudden, everybody loves me and want to be a part or want to invite me to their groups. I get so many invitations now. Why would I want to join your group? Why would I want to join you? I'm up here trying to do this thing for me. I need to live this game. I need to live this game for me, not for you. So why would I join groups that have never done anything for me before coronavirus? You're so BC. Why would I come to you and be a part of what do you have to offer me? Because it's not about what I can offer you. It's what do you have to offer me? How are you worth my time? Just to join a group is not worth my time. I am a loner. I'm a military brat. I am good by myself. My guys know that. They know that. Hey, Dragonfly. Hey, sweetie. Hey. Hey, sweetie. Oh, you let me take a good close. Oh, you're a blue one. You're a nice blue one. You're posing, too. I love it. I love it. Just pose. That was so cool. But, yeah. I mean, it's really crazy. The people who are hitting me up now, like we were friends, and we never been friends. Ever. Not even associates. That fake love shit that you guys threw out, that doesn't carry over in 2020, 2021. That shit died when this whole thing started. That is so BC. BC like in the Bible, BC as in before Corona. Y'all saw, who is it? What's the paper up and coming? My God, I don't know that article you guys use. I swear you took every word I said, and whoever wrote that has definitely been watching me, because I know my words when I read them. Down to the Lilith and everything, and before Corona, the beating. That's okay though. That's okay. And it's typically par, especially for this area where I do things that I never get credit, but somebody else does and they get all the credit. I'm used to that, but that's why I don't go back to that. I'm making that as letting you know what's going on, but that's why I don't go back to that. Once you see what doesn't work for you, you don't go back to that. You just don't. Some of you are going back to stuff that you know don't work for you, like you think it's going to work for you. I don't know what that mentality. Oh my God, that is a big freaking mushroom. Ooh, do not eat these boys and girls. Do not eat these boys and girls. Do not, or do, if you're stupid enough to do it, well, live and learn. And that's what we're doing right now, hopefully, living and learn. Which brings me back to Black Hollywood and this whole thing about voting for Kanye. Who was it? Neil Cannon. It's voting for Kanye. Neil, what am I saying? Nick Cannon. Why did I say Neil? I'm thinking of somebody else. Nick Cannon. Honey, you ain't been right since Mariah left, have you? I'm just saying, I don't know what is going on with you, boo, but I swear, do they have you? Do they have you by the balls, or are you just like loose of your mind? And all that stuff, when they took all that shit from you, are you feeling the need to make amends to the great white gods of Hollywood? Because we all know that Kanye as a candidate for presidency is the most unrealistic thing ever. First and foremost, we've already dealt with a mentally ill narcissist who don't know what the fuck they doing. So you want to put another one in there that clearly has issues, that's shown them right in front of everybody, that's had breakdowns and nervousness and all that. You can't run your own goddamn home. more or less the country. You think we're going to vote for somebody and really, by proxy, you may be in there, but have a country ran by Kris Jenner? Who the fuck you? I don't know why you think that everything that they touch turns to gold. But the funny thing about it is everything they're touching right now is turning to lead. It's turning to bricks. God us as a comedian. That's what you get when you try to, play that you're something so much more than you're not. That you try to co-sign on every black thing. You try to co-opt the culture. You try to co-opt every black rapper, every black talent, every black musician. You try to put your scope on it. Like, if I put my name on it, this is really going to send them through the roof. Like, you're doing that DJ Khaled shit. Like, what the fuck does DJ Khaled do? And how does this endorsement really help? Because from all I see, DJ Khaled finds good people, and then he aligns himself with them, and he says, look, I discovered, and you didn't discover. It's like white people saying they discovered America. You didn't discover nothing. This talent was already doing what it's doing. You just are an excellent marketer, or the typical marketer that Hollywood does. You co-op. You know how to co-op very well, and then make it all about you. But it's not like you discovered that talent, or you brought that talent, you made that talent better. You use their juice to feed you. You keep doing that vampire shit to feed you. See, the one thing about it, if the people don't know, when I bless you, I'm not trying to bless you and feed off you at the same time, because I want us all to live and eat. But some of you be feeding off of people like vampires. You don't want anybody to grow. You just want it to be about you. You want to suck their blood, suck their juice, suck their clout, suck their energy. I am not about that. I can do bad by myself, and I can do good by myself. I'm trying to get the right light here. You know what I'm saying? I can do good by myself. I don't need nobody's help. Prove it every day. Hashtag daily receipts. Hashtag the Oracle Parables. But let's get back to those of you who are really, sincerely, we have one of the most crazy, fucked up elections ever. And I don't know how it's going to go down. Or I do, but I'm not going to tell you, because I'm going to see what you guys are going to do. Because you know what? At the end of the day, you are going to be responsible for whatever happens to you. It's not going to be me or the people who vote or the people who don't vote. It's going to be you. Because you didn't do the right thing for you. You either did some clout shit, some stupid shit, some funny ha-ha shit, or you didn't do shit. And then you're going to wonder why that shit's going to come back and bite you in the butt. You don't understand what's going on this year, do you? Oh well, live and learn. Live and learn. I'm just saying, I know Biden's a liar. I know Biden's full of shit. All politicians are. They really are. All politicians are. And this is a conniving, lying business. All your leaders, all your political leaders lie. Every single one of them, they're about the check. They're about the money. You think they're about their constituents, but the majority of them, 99%, are solely about the money and who's in their pocket and who, they have their alliance to. Alliances are important, especially this year. Are you making the alliance that works for you? Because if you're not a part of my alliance, if you're not a part of my team, I am not joining you, and I'm not bringing you into my palace or on my ship. Wow, now you going mothership and stuff. I swear everybody's going to say mothership now. Okay, well, at least I give credit to George Clinton for so many years ago. But y'all just steal. You don't just steal from me. It's like stealing from him, but you... Doesn't matter, because you know what, all that shit's going to come back and bite you in the ass, because he or she who does not have integrity is going to get bit in the ass. And that's another thing. This aspect of God and him. I don't need you around me if you cannot recognize the her in goddess, if you cannot recognize the she, if you cannot recognize the feminine energy, and you think everything's about he. I see so many men, and I see so many men who think they're religious, and they're sweet, and they're spiritual, and they're blah, 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 but you are still under that bullshit illusion that it's man, and God is all man. And I'm like, have you ever seen man birth out a baby? Have you ever seen man birth out a baby? Have you ever seen man birth out a baby? As above, so below. This ground, this earth, these trees that are coming out the ground is like one big womb. Because things grow. Remember I talked about how manure don't grow shit. Manure is just manure. Manure can be put on plants to help them. I guess that struggle of the manure, whatever that is in the manure, can help them grow out of the manure. But manure in itself, it doesn't grow shit. The earth, stuff comes out of the earth naturally. Whether you don't have to plant it, you got trees and stuff growing up everywhere. You've got water coming up everywhere, wherever it's supposed to. You know what type of energy that is? That is feminine energy. That is feminine energy. But you guys can only see man, 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 man. Which, if you want to look at that energy, that could be the sun. But what is this planet with just the sun? Nothing. Because you still need a womb to grow these trees, to grow the crops, to grow the earth. That's a female energy. That's goddess energy. But you guys can't say that at all. You can't say goddess for the life of you. And then you want to turn around and be all homophobic and shit like that. It's like, you turn around and you project that. And for whatever reason, you don't like gay people for some reason or whatever. I guess that's why you can't see the she in goddess. But yeah, some of you mugs, you big, burly, buffy, I'm a man with your closet gay ass. With your closet gay ass. I could pull a Jaguar right, but you know what? It doesn't even matter to me. To the people who are listening, I'm just saying, don't believe in these motherfuckers who look at their lives. You see them doing all this talking, but do you see them doing the walk? Do you see them living their best life, or are they doing that behind a camera? Do you see them actually living their best lives? And so I'm just saying, in 2020, this is the time for you to start to live your best life. If you don't start to do it now, you won't have another chance. That's a fact. That is a fact. If you don't start to do it now, you will not have another chance. I am going for my dreams. I am going for the impossible. I am going for the love of my life, who has been on my butt for at least 3 years now. So I'm like, you know what? Why not? Why not? What do I have to lose at this point? And I got everything to gain. I got a mission. I got a vision. I got somebody that's a ride or die. I got somebody that actually works as opposed to people just talking about it. I got somebody who, when they say they got you, they got you. And you don't have to wait 3 and 4 and 5 years down the road before you even get $1. I supported you 3 and 4, 5 years ago. What are you doing for me? But you want me to join your group? No. In fact, I'm getting ready to cut some people out of my group because I'm thinking they're taking advantage of my shit, but they really don't support me. I open up certain pages like my Soul School Cafe page for people to post shit, but when you start posting like it's your page and you forget the fact that it's my page and you don't even support me, it's like you coming into a store and it's like you coming into a grill store or something like that. It's like you come into a store and you come selling your own wear at the store, and when the store is there to sell its own wear, but you come to a store and sell your stuff with no respect for the store that you're coming into. I don't know what that mentality is, but I'm not dealing with it, and I don't have to. Ooh, it's that type of time. It's hot. It is hot. You see my shirt? What does my shirt say? That's what he calls me, lazy baby. Too lazy. I'll just have karma do it for me. I'll just have karma do it. Yeah, that's pretty much my thing. I used to be that sister that was always at war. Fight the system, defund the system, defund all. But you know what? I'm defunding bullshit. Y'all do whatever you want to. I'm going to make sure I'm okay. Because at the end of the day, the person who goes into that grave is not everyone around you or the system. It is you. So when you go, it's all over. Doesn't matter what the group thinks, doesn't matter what your friends think, doesn't matter what your family thinks. You are gone. They're still here. And you didn't do what you needed to do for you. But you won't live for everybody else. Or you won't worry about what everybody else says. Or you're afraid to live your life because people are like, well, I don't think that's right. And I don't think that. And I think that, but what are they doing? Really, what are they doing? Are they talking? Are they doing something? And have they been doing the same thing? Have they grown at all? Because if they haven't grown at all, then they ain't doing shit. I can guarantee you they can have that look all they want to, which gets back to the illusion of the presidency. And, what are you people going to do? I could tell you my vision, but I'm not going to. Because, you know what? I've talked about it before. That there are absolutes. There are absolutes. But there are some things that's a guide. People have the ability. Human beings have the ability right now to make changes that can affect their entire life. You have, each and every one of you has the ability to do one thing that can make a major change in your life. And if you make a major change in your life, that will cause a ripple effect. And it will, inspire somebody else to make a change, that one change in their life, and that inspires somebody else to make a change in their life, and so on and so forth. But if you don't do nothing, and you're still doing the same thing, you're still waiting for people to come and do it for you, or you still waiting for Jesus, or you still waiting for me, nigga, please. That ain't gonna happen. Never again. I can say never. I know you never say never, but on that, no. Some of you people are never going to be tolerating dealing with me again. I'm not doing that. I learn. I'm a smart kid. You learn when stuff don't work. You don't keep going back to it. You don't care what the illusion is or how people are like, hey, well, I just thought we could do, didn't you think we could do that like 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 years ago? You were doing the same thing. No, thank you. And then you get mad at me because I don't want to deal with you because you're doing the same bullshit, BC stuff. People are so fickle and fucked. Anyway, did you learn anything today? Okay, so I'm going to it's hot. I'm going to get some food. I'm going to eat me some jerk chicken that I got from Jamaican Kitchen. Yeah, I support black. I buy black when I can for those who give me service. I don't support people just because you're black. I'm not going to support you because you're black. I support you because, I feel you're worthy. And I can get something out of you like good quality service. Why would I support a business that does not serve me at all just because you're black? That's like supporting somebody just because they're white. What difference does it make what color is if you're not serving me? It's not rocket science. Anyway, you better think about what you're trying to do to me. Say goddess. Anyway, that's enough. Whew. This video is almost 30 minutes long. Didn't mean for it to do that, but I guess I had a lot to say. It's too late, baby, now. It's too late. Though we really did try to... I tried to make it. You didn't do shit. Don't make the same mistake during this election. Or do. It's your destiny.